Welcome back. If you're just joining us, today's boss lady is one Pamela Mutembei Juguna, a woman who has mastered the banking industry, and it shows. Before we went on a break, Pamela had just recounted to us her 5-year journey at the Chase Bank. So how did she transition to be the branch manager for Credit Bank?
Now, when I got married, we couldn't work in the same place, really.
So you're up and left.
Someone's gotta go. Yeah, we have to. I got an opportunity in Credit Bank, and I left. I remember my boss wasn't happy about that. He wanted us to both stay. yeah, but said, I wake up in the morning, I see him, I also see him, Yeah.
So you left Chase Bank,
Yeah.
You'd already started your own small company,
Yeah.
Then you joined Credit.
Yes.
Did they poach you the way they poached you at NCBA?
No, they didn't. Actually, that was so, again, as I said, maybe I'm lucky with these things. I saw an ad in the newspaper. I applied. It was for a branch manager. I applied. Again, small place, very small. It's much smaller than where I was living because those 5 years, as I said, that place had transitioned into something amazing. So 5 years, I left. I go to Credit Bank again, a small place, only 4 branches. I was the branch manager for the main branch. I walk into the place, I'm literally the youngest person in that institution. And I'm like, wow. What did I do? Yeah. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm used to such a fast-paced environment. This one is so cash, so quiet, so relaxed. You can't harakisha people there. I'm like, I am not gonna survive this place. Yeah. I remember they were like whispering in the corridors, have you seen the new branch manager? She just has to be like she's straight out of school or something.
Because of your age.
First I was, and I was skinny, I think. So I kind of looked very, like, I was, yeah, like, okay. And then if you do remember those days, the Chase persona was a certain image and everything. So but I thought, okay, let me see what I can do with this. I do remember even the first business development side of the business when I started it there. They were telling me, no, here we are very risk averse. We don't like, but I'm saying you cannot grow without a little bit of innovation, a little bit of risk. And things started to change. I started to bring in the clients. Of course, some of my clients followed me from where I was before, and the business started to grow. So they started to see what I was saying, like we can do this business better, we can do it differently. At that time, those were some exciting young women as there. Again, they were trying to do a rebranding, so it was finally accepted. So we rebranded. And I can say I got in there at 4 branches. I've left the bank at 18 branches. So it's been a good thing. Okay. It's been a good journey.
So how long did you work for?
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah, 10 years.
This is a long time.
A very long time.
What made you step? Why did you decide to leave?
To be honest, as I said, I like to do things. I'd reached a place, there's nothing left to do. Now the place it's reached a place where it's growing by itself. It's now, the growth now is organic. You cannot do much more for it, especially even for me. And even for my own career, I had reached a place, there's nowhere further for me to move into. And honestly, I was getting really bored. I was doing the same thing day in, day out. Yeah, I was getting bored. Like, yeah, purely boredom. So everybody goes like, how are you quitting your job in a pandemic? I said, I'm gonna write a book about 8 steps on how to quit your job during a pandemic. Yeah, like people are losing their jobs. Companies are laying off, companies are shutting down, and here you are.
You're quitting.
Quitting a job. I didn't quit, I retired.
You retired?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so you retired.
Here I am retiring from a solid job institution, and I'm like, yeah, it's not a decision. I just woke up and decided I'm going to just up and leave. No, no, no. So my mom reminds me, I had told her on December 23rd, because we usually have our Christmas lunch on 23rd, because we like to travel on 24th, yeah?
Different families.
Yeah, so we do everything on 23rd December. So she told me, you had said when you get to Cray Bank 10 years was June 1st, 2020, you'll leave. So she told me, it's just your words that you spoke. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
True.
I said, yeah, I had actually said that when I get to 10 years, I have to, yeah, because 10 years, a decade, you've given your best, you've done so much. And I said, yeah, I had said that. So from that time, I did make a lot of preparation to be able to leave for the 10 years, after 10 years, yeah.
What was your plan?
My preparations towards leaving, first, I got a life coach. Yes.
You know, people don't take that stuff seriously.
I think a life coach is the best thing I did for myself as an individual, because it prepared me. I wanted to be sure what I was planning is really what I want. I'm telling you, the one thing you should never do, don't tell people your plans. They will always discourage you. They'll always tell you this won't work. If you ever try, just share it with your God and your loved ones.
That's true.
Yeah, because what a life coach does is not to give you ideas. It's your own ideas. They help you amplify them and structure them and, you know, strategize how you're going to work you yourself, yeah? So I did that. So I have had a life coach from that time, from January to about August. That's when I ended my sessions. But by then, I retired in August. Yeah. So she helped me plan how I was going to go through this whole thing. Again, I can say my support structure is titanium. It's the strongest support structure, I mean, anyone could ever wish for. So like my family, my loved ones, people that care about me, my sponsors, my mentors, they've been all part of this thing, of the decade thing. I had just said, you guys, done.
Were you scared?
Yeah.
10 years is a lot of time.
Yeah.
A long, long time.
Yeah, I was. So for a long time, like the last week especially, I was avoiding meeting my guys, my team and everything, because I was thinking I'm gonna break down. And so when I see them, like, kidogo, yeah, I thought, oh, I'm doing really well, as in I didn't break down. Let me tell you, on the last day, hey, I cried. No, that's ugly face tears. I don't put makeup on fully. This makeup is for you guys. You guys are special. Imagine. Yeah. So I'm going that one. I couldn't believe it. And there was COVID, and I'm holding people. And
you were at that place longer than even the years that you found your daughter for.
Imagine.
That's practically like your first child. Even the state you found it, and then you.
Yes.
You said 3 branches to 18.
Yeah, 4 branches to 8. Yeah, crazy, man. I just like broke down completely, and I had to like sort of run out of the place because it was like becoming madness. And my best friend had to drive me. I couldn't even drive, so she also works there. I mean, we've been together from Chase Bank to Cray Bank. Yeah. So she had to like drive me out of there and just take me someplace. We went to the spa.
That's good.
Yeah. So because I'd already, as I said, my business at this time had already been running. It's been running well, and I'm comfortable with what it does.
Just for viewers' sake, maybe you can break it down for us. What exactly is the business?
So I have a company that does general supplies. As I said, my network is excellent, so I'm tapped into many places, corporates and government. So I'm able to do those general supplies for those things. And I also started a financial consultancy. This was born out of a hub that I started in Credit Bank for technical capacity building and training for entrepreneurs. So because I had, can I say, I built it by myself initially before I was able to get a team, it's something I have done. So I extended the same services now to my customers, but now externally outside. So I also founded something called This Girl Boss Hustle. It was initially something for social impact, for helping young women who want a career in finance. I also speak to women businesses as well. So I do a lot of that speaking engagements and training as well. But now it's metamorphosized into something else where I also find funds for businesses, especially women businesses. I'm biased a bit. Yeah. I'm into gender and diversity. Yes.
Okay, men that
yeah.
shall come.
Yeah, but you can't have that conversation without men. That's the thing, yeah. So, but we do require additional help in terms especially of running business and access to funds. So that's what I do as a consultant, and it's really busy. I actually have to tell people, give me some time, I have to finish with a particular person, then I can come to you. Yeah. I kind of think I will go back into the banking space, but in the financial industry space, but now I'm more interested in a space that would have impact to the community. So this would be more microfinance space or purely an SME space.
Do you see yourself going back to employment, or this is something that you're going to create for yourself?
Now that's the place where I'm still building. Yeah, I haven't, and it's okay not to be sure about everything. That's how life is. I haven't quite decided if I would get employment. That I have turned down a couple of offers. I mean, when people realize that I've left, some people were quick to call me up. Would you like to come? I said, no.
They don't understand you didn't leave the place before because you hated it.
Yeah.
You actually just left because you feel like your time was
that
done.
part for yeah. So I wouldn't move to do the same exact thing I was doing. It has to be a place where I feel like I'm giving back more, you know, than what I've been doing before. So it has to have community impact.
Purpose is indeed the key to everything in life. Find your purpose and you shall never work a day in your life. What a good transition to the Boss Lady quote of the day. Boss Lady quote of the day. Don't be intimidated by what you don't know. That can be your greatest strength. Ensure you do everything differently from everyone else. This quote is by Sarah Blakely, the founder and CEO of Spanx.
Future plans, it's just expanding the business. I'd like to see this girl, Boss Hustle, become a place where women entrepreneurs come to. I'm working right now on an algorithm. One of my brothers is an IT person on business strategies, so it's something we want to sell on e-commerce sites and everything. So that's what we are working on, my brother and I, for this girl, Boss Hustle. Those are the things I'm seeing can happen. I want to see myself more involved in the community. I've always said, even when I was leaving Credit Bank, that I wanted to go into government. Oh, wow. I want to serve. Okay. So maybe the next interview we do with you, I'll probably be serving.
What a way to end the Boss Lady today. What a boss lady. I had such a delightful time doing this interview, even bonding with her daughter Alexandria. As usual, this has been my time now, but see you next time, same time and place for more stories with different boss ladies. My name is Nina Shaban.